Hey everyone, it's Sammy. I've been requested to do an updated what's in my kit video. Now this is going to be a video about my makeup kit. I do both hair and makeup, but this is only going to be makeup. And also it's going to include some really important updates so that once after this pandemic, after we get to work again, I'm really looking forward to that. What makeup artists should really be bringing with them on shoots. These were important before, but they're super important now. I've kind of had time to assess my kit, and some of these are old favorites and some I might have not shown in my kit video before. I've done a few of these. I've also changed suitcases. I'm excited to show you my new away case. I'm in love with it. And yeah, I am going to show it to you open, and then how I pack everything inside, and then I'm going to go through every section. So also I feel like I don't know, a mum that's come home from maternity leave having had you know, a long break from YouTube and now doing videos again. So please let me know what you'd like to see. I feel a little bit like out of touch of going, how was I doing this again? So like, let me know what you'd love to see and contact me here or on Instagram. So this baby is my amazing away case. I switched from Zuka to away purely because unfortunately Zuka warranty wasn't the best, and I had two of them break on me. The wheels kind of go when you use them a lot and you drag them around a lot. So I switched to away. Their warranty has been amazing and I am so happy I switched. So let's open this baby up. So one thing I really want to mention first is this has been a lifesaver so many times. There's a battery pack in here. You take it out when you're flying and put it in your hand luggage, but this is incredible. I can't have my battery die and not have my maps and things on me, so absolutely love that feature. So this is the case open. I have all of my products inside in the two different sections, and also I use this pouch a lot. I still have the Zuka inserts, so they are super handy and fit here perfectly. But let's start going through all of these. And also, just before I show you everything in there, I'd like to mention that while I strive to be cruelty-free, not everything in my kit is cruelty-free. This is because on a professional level, I really need things that perform, and for some things I haven't found the equivalent. But if you have amazing suggestions for something that you see in my kit that is not yet cruelty-free, please let me know, because I would love it to be 100% cruelty-free. So the first thing I'll show you is my Ricky Loves mirror and stand. I love taking this with clients because it is very light, and also it has a light, so often the lighting is not perfect, so this just makes everything work, and the mirror is really big. And also I can charge it from a USB, so from my makeup case. Then we'll look at what I call the basics. So things like cotton pads. These are from Muji and they're square, and you can really like split them into many layers. They're really good. Muji black Q-tips, some Be Pure micellar water. Love this stuff. Always tissues. Generally I throw 3 or 4 of these packets in. Then my Beauty So Clean travel size, 99% alcohol. I'll talk more about the other disinfectants I have as well, but these two babies have always been with me, but nowadays even more important. Obviously aloe vera hand gel for sanitizing. And then my primers. So my Illamasqua Hydro Veil. This is my holy grail for dry to normal combination skin, not for very oily skin types, but this along with the HD foundation is amazing. For oilier skin, I either use the Laura Mercier Oil-Free Primer. Love this. It is silicone-free, unlike the Too Faced Primed and Peachy. This is the Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. I do love this, but I'm not too wild about products with silicone. But this is great for somebody with big pores and in very hot climates. Speaking of hot climates, Urban Decay's D-Slick. As you'll notice, most of these are actually travel sizes because I want to be able to keep my kit as light as possible while bringing as many things as possible. Then underneath here is an extra mirror with a lid in case something happens to my other mirror. And then I have a whole bunch of smaller things in here. Body Shop Vitamin E Eye Cream, beautiful under eye concealers, as well as Kiehl's Facial Fuel ID Puffer. I've had this in my kit since the day I started. I love it. Some body lotion, whatever I have in a tester size, and also some NYX's Huile Prodigieux with the gold glitter, great for limbs. Blotting papers, I tend to have a couple of packets of blotting papers. I always give my clients some to take away. Lip balm, this is by Fenty Beauty. Love this one. Couple of sewing kits. You never know when you need it. And speaking of non-makeup stuff, this is a stain remover. Very handy to have with you. And for guys, I also have a specific oil eliminator. Breath spray, you need to have nice breath. Eye drops, really important. And then also some extra Japanese hairpins to pin hair out. I always have some on my brush belt. And then shavers for shaving eyebrows. So first, my contour kit. I love the Anastasia contour kit. This one is fabulous. The only bugbear I have with it is because it's paper, which is great for recycling, but it starts looking a little bit not so amazing. But yeah, I absolutely love this. Let's look at the powders. I carry Ben Nye powders in translucent, banana, and a darker shade. I think this is called Golden Light. These see me through most clients, and they're great because they take up very little room. Obviously, always have my beauty blender with me. Then some concealers and color correctors. A green color corrector and a yellow one. This one is from e.l.f. It's super inexpensive, but it is amazing. Oh, and obviously an orange color corrector. Always need that. Then my current favorite concealers are Tarte Shape Tapes. I use these under the eyes, and I also, whoops, use them on the skin. These are amazing, and they will last forever because you get a lot of product in. So they are my current favorite. Then I also have a few NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. My favorite foundation for a very, very long time has been the Illamasqua Skin Base. I think it's been my favorite for 7 years. So many different reasons why I love these. They're in plastic. I prefer plastic packaging because the glass will break. That has happened. And then also because there's no SPF, so no flashback. This photographs like a beauty. It's medium coverage, but you can build it up to full, and you can also shear it out with a beauty blender, but it just photographs incredibly well, especially with the primer. I'll show you their own primer. So I always have these. For guys and for women that really don't like the feel of foundation, Giorgio Armani Face Fabrics, these are wonderful. I am looking for a cruelty-free version of these kind of foundation that is not a foundation, but that makes your skin look amazing. If you have any suggestions, I would love that. These are great for men on TV as well. And then for very humid or very oily skins, I have my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skins. They are fabulous because it doesn't feel like you're wearing very much. Stays on put amazingly well. Every once in a while, I do use a, mind went blank. airbrush for really, really humid conditions, but most of the time I get by with these. Then my two Craftobian palettes. These are fabulous. They are called Craftobian High Def Glamour Cream palettes, and these are beautiful concealers. I absolutely love them. And then an almost worn Hourglass ambient lighting palette. I'm going to need to get myself another one of them. Then we have lips and face. So here I have things like highlighters, Laura Mercier's Baked Highlight. I've gone through several of these. Still is one of the best ones for photography. Bronzers, Park Avenue Princess. I'm never without. Have gone through several of these as well. This is a lip palette for mixing lip colors. Filmstar Bronze and Glow. Need to get a new one. As you can see, I do like the highlighter, but I don't use it near as much as I use the contour color. It's just really, really good for so many people. Then a bunch of lip pencils. Let's see, hold on, let me get the cheek stuff out first, and then we'll talk about lips. Then Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk blush is beautiful on so many people, so I always make sure I have this one on with me. Right now I am loving the Free Lover NARS palette. I can do pretty much everyone with this. The colors are very, very well curated. And then also NARS Maldives. This is a great blush for a fair skin person, but a beautiful highlighter for darker skin. And then obviously Hourglass blushes, can't live without them. Hit pan on 2 of them, so I think it's time to probably get a new one and just keep using this on myself. Now, oh, I have one more cheek thing. I never go anywhere without these. My Cloud Paints by Glossier. I carry every color. I love them. They're beautiful, incredible. I layer them under powder. Sometimes I use them alone. Seriously, the best gel blushes ever. Then for lips, so right now I have my big Anastasia palette. Love this, and one amazing thing about this is it has basic colors in. So if you have almost the right shade but it needs to be a tiny bit cooler, use the tiniest bit of the blue or the tiniest bit of the yellow, and it makes the color absolutely perfect. Then I have decanted some lipsticks that I use regularly that I know that I will forever need. And then this palette, this is my second one of the NARS Super Wanted. These basics, I can do a natural, beautiful lip on anybody. And the consistency, they're the NARS Audacious lipsticks, and the consistency is beautiful. And then a selection of lip glosses. I always have Ruby Woo with me as well. I think this one is a new one. Well, new-ish, because it's Ruby Woo. I have to have it. So then on to eyes. So for eyes, obviously, disposable mascara ones. Buy cute colors. You can get all sorts of colors in Amazon. They just, I don't know, they just make happier. So many people have asked, can they have one? And of course they can. Beauty So Clean, more disinfectant stuff. These little pads are great for any kind of eyeliner, for brow gels, for mascara, anything like that. Then I've got 2 little pencil cases, I like to call these. So in here, I have my Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curlers. Love these. And then I have some brow powders by Anastasia, and also some brow gels by Anastasia. These are really great. She does the best brow products, really. Then I have eyeliners in black, mauve, brown, and kind of black brown. Illamasqua, Bobbi Brown, and MAC. And then I have a Charlotte Tilbury cream base, which is, has like a shimmer, and this works really well for any kind of like a warm toned eye makeup. next pencil case, I have mascaras. I always have a tubing mascara with me. This one is by Glossier. It's the perfect top coat, no matter what mascara you're wearing. Put this on the tips of the lashes and they won't smudge. Then I have my favorite, Caution Mascara by Hourglass, as well as Marc Jacobs, like a little, what are these things called? Things that make your lashes fatter. So those. Then I have a couple of Glossier lid stars, which are great as a primer and beautiful alone as well. Always have my Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. Can't live without it. Then I have some brow gels and brow colors, all by Glossier. Love these babies. And then I have some kind of like, oh, I was going to say Illamasqua brow gel. If you have the most stubborn brows in the world, this is the best. Nothing gets past it. Then I have a few kind of chubby sticks from NARS, Tarte, and Bobbi Brown. Again, great for layering. And then I have eye pencils. Oh, and I always have extra glue in here as well. I have a couple of more brow colors, and then I have a black liquid liner. I don't normally use these. I use gel liners. A couple of black bourgeois and a taupe bourgeois called 57 Up and Brown. I have gone through, I don't know, 70 of these, I guess. And then Stubborn Brown by MAC. Then obviously a sharpener. Always keep it in a bag because otherwise it gets everything else dirty. Then I have a bunch of Charlotte Tilbury palettes. Walk of Shame. Beautiful. What is this? Pillow Talk. Always have that with me. And a Rock Chick. Ooh, let's see if I can hold these all together. And Dolce Vita. These are all amazing palettes. Charlotte Tilbury palettes are beautiful. And just the design of them, you know, everybody loves them. And then the one palette that I will probably never live without, Tarte Pro palette. This I can do anybody with. This, I need to order a new one because I've almost, like, I've hit pan in some things and a lot of them. Tarte Pro palette. So this baby is, I can do pretty much anybody with this one. Like, seriously, I need to order myself a new one, I think. Then eyelashes, I carry in a separate container. I have a selection of, I always have individual lashes with me, different kinds of lengths, as well as lots and lots of different kinds of glues. Some people are allergic to certain types of glue, so it's good to have several different kinds. And then I also have kind of, I bring a selection depending on what I know about the job I'm going to be doing, like if they're a little bit more extreme or if they're more natural, whichever. And then also I have a couple of pairs of tweezers in here and scissors to cut the lashes shorter. But this changes depending, but I always make sure I have individuals because if all else fails, individuals will always do the job. And then other things I always have with me. So I always have body tape with me. These are all things that live like in the side pocket. Then I have added to my kit antibacterial surface wipes. This kills bacteria and viruses so that I can actually, usually I just used to use a normal wipe for it. I felt it was important to have wipes that kill bacteria and viruses from surfaces before I lay my makeup on it. Obviously, very important to bring face masks now. I bring some for myself and for my client if they want it. I need to show you this beautiful face mask. I'll put a picture here of, I put this on Instagram recently. I ordered these stunning face masks from Italy. A lingerie designer made them. And I thought if I need to wear a face mask for work all the time, might as well it be beautiful. And this is obviously washable. Then I have Just be like still staying in. I have a lot of disposable gloves. These are little tester cases, and I always bring little pouches where I put the lipstick, a disposable lip brush, extra lip brushes, and I put blotting papers in here, face pins, things like that. And oh, for whatever reason, I realized I didn't have my Mademoiselle. I always have SC Mademoiselle nail polish. I think I stole it from there. And then a nail file. Then always at the bottom of my suitcase are facial cleansing wipes. I buy all different kinds. I'm not really fussed about which ones they are. And then my brush belt. I have gone through several of these as well. The brushes I keep in here change all the time. The things that stay constant are, I always have to have clips here, tweezers, and I always have powder puffs in the pockets, and my palette knife for mixing foundations, for mixing lipsticks, for mixing everything, and a spoolie. The rest of the selection changes all the time, depending on what I like. I have a lot of brushes, so it just depends on what I feel like at the time, I guess. So thank you so much for watching, and thumbs up if you like this, and remember to let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching. Bye.